We're ecstatic. You know, it's real now. That dream is now reality. The moment they announced North Carolina Central going to San Antonio. I know Fred Hoiberg pretty well. Tremendous basketball player in his time, and they have one of the top offensive team in the country. DeAndre Kane, and they got the Player of the Year in the league as well, and they certified tough and have, you know, probably the most productive offense in the country. So we definitely got our hands full.
What you looked like when you saw Louisville as a floor that you did not want. You looked pretty happy when Iowa State's game came out.
We were just elated. You know, you do want to dodge the Tiger a little bit, and Louisville is playing the best basketball. You know, they're kind of clicking on all the cylinders, and you want to kind of avoid that team. You know, the committee pretty much goes off the last 10 games, and I was in my hotel room before our game, and I think they beat someone by like 62 or something, and this was in that conference. So, you know, I don't know who they had on their team, but, you know, we dodged that bullet pretty much.
You know you're in, but still they drag it out. You know, you're
like,
last names to be named.
It's only right. It's only conventional. You know, we waited this long. Might as well wait 3 more commercial breaks.
How anxious were you?
I was really anxious, you know, just to see. And then, you know, your mind start playing tricks on you. And you say, hey, are we even in this thing? Like, did they forget us? Or, you know, whatever. And then it was just tremendous. I think this is a moment in North Carolina Central history that everyone will cherish and remember. To have our fans join us at the hip and wait along with us, you know, it's pretty much parallel to how we are here at this university, and that's a unit and one family.
These last 24 hours been like a whirlwind. How do you describe this last day? Have you slept at all?
I haven't slept one bit, and I don't even know how I'm standing here right now. And I was too scared to go to sleep because 2 hours of sleep just kill you more than no hours of sleep. So, you know, I'm not complaining. I'll take it, especially because we're just trying to seize this moment. This not going to happen, you know, every day. So we're just going to seize this opportunity and embrace it.
Is that one of those things you worry about, going to sleep, waking up and thinking it was a dream?
Yeah, I'm not a real sleeper anyway. I'm more like a cat nap type guy. So, you know, I'm the poster child for insomnia. I'm going to be up at 5:30 anyway. So it's been cool. And last night I really couldn't go to sleep. I tried, but I laid down, and every time ESPN showed the highlights once again, I jumped up like I hadn't seen it before.
What's your message to your team? We're gone, when the fans are gone. What's the first thing you say to them?
Back to work. It's back to work. You know, they get one more day to embrace this. And, you know, the thing about national exposure is if you're not, the root word of that is being exposed. So you have to dot your I's and cross your T's because it's now the big boy basketball. Not a lot of margin for error, and we got to be clicking on all cylinders because we're playing a really good team that can probably make it to the Final Four.
So what's the first thing you tell your guys about Iowa State?
They can score the basketball, and it's difficult to stop them. And, you know, it's going to be a battle of wills. See whoever imposed their will. We're one of the top 10 defensive teams in the country, and they're one of the top 7 or 8 scoring teams in the country. So it's going to be a matter of wills and whoever can impose their will. So, you know, it's a little difficult. We got to make some adjustments simply because you can't just play straight man-to-man against bigger, faster, stronger teams. So we'll mix some things up. But whatever we'll do, we'll be very active and try to be as tough as we possibly can.
Everybody jumped up when you heard that name. So what's going on?
Oh, man, it was just, I was too tired to jump up. If you noticed, I just stayed down and gave the old fist pump. You know, it was tremendous for our guys, and I think they knew that was going to be their role because once we saw NC State get in, I figured they respected us a little more. So I knew we weren't going to be a 16, knew we weren't going to be a 15, and if I'm not mistaken, what did we get, a 13? 14. So that's great, and as Chris said, that's the lowest seed in MEAC history, so we're definitely proud of our efforts.
Would you rather be closer to home, or do you think it's...
Nah, I didn't want to go to Raleigh. I was like, please, not Raleigh. So that's what I was cheering about. You know, I was hoping for some sunshine in Florida, but I'll take Texas as well.
What about Buffalo?
Too cold for me. Too cold for me. But, you know, at this stage, man, your adrenaline just carries you so much, you won't even feel the wind chill factor out there.
The longer we waited, the longer the party. And, you know, our fans were here, and it's okay. We didn't want to rush it because this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing for a lot of players, including myself. So we didn't want to rush it. We didn't want to get called first in the first region. We was okay with sitting here. The anticipation was good. we had some fun here, so it wasn't a problem.
You were looking at your faces as some of the potential matches coming out. It's clear to see you guys kind of wanted Creighton. It didn't look like you wanted Louisville. But when Iowa State came up, it looked like you were pretty pleased.
All of them are great teams. Iowa State's a great team. Creighton's a great team. And who was the other school you said?
It looked like Louisville.
Oh, yeah, no, Louisville is definitely a great team. But it's just, you know, we have our favorites. We have a guy that we feel like, teams that we feel like we match up well with. So it wasn't, but, you know, just.
Beforehand, did you kind of have your druthers in terms of who you wanted to play? Was there one team out there you like had to pump the matchup with them?
I think we're fine with anybody. We have the opportunity. We're proud to have the opportunity. We're happy to have the opportunity. So now, you know, we feel like we can take advantage of it.
We try to dodge certain teams or certain weather conditions.
Neither was a factor. We got guys from all over. Anson and Goliath from the French Indies, so he's okay with sandals, and Jordan's from Queens, so he's okay with a bubble jacket. So we're okay with any kind of weather.
What do you know about Iowa State? Obviously, they've got a very, very good player in DeAndre. What else do you know about?
I know they have a great team. I've seen them play a lot. They're a very disciplined team, and they're a team that can get going with very fast. So Coach Mosley, our coaching staff is going to do a great scout there. I'm sure of that. So we're just going to be prepared.
Is this one of those classic matchups? They got a great offense. You guys, of course, got a great defense.
I think any matchup would be a great matchup for us right now because, you know, we're humble, we're hungry, and we get this opportunity to play. So, you know, hopefully we'll make the best of it.
When you finally heard your name called, what was it?
It's like the lottery. Imagine 64 or imagine 200 and some teams putting their name in there, and you finally get your name called for the lottery. Even though you're getting a piece of that money, you know, just being able to be in the running for it is a great feeling.
Coach said he wouldn't want to be in Raleigh. Did you want to be playing Raleigh?
I didn't exactly want to play in Raleigh because I wanted to get out. I wanted to get away. I wanted to be able to, you know, enjoy a different place. In Raleigh, it'd be, you know, a lot going on. It'd be right here close to home. We wanted to get out. We have fans everywhere, and I know our fans will support us wherever we go.
You come down yet? I mean, this has been an incredible 24 hours for this program. Is your head still swimming at this point?
Yeah, no. And I think it has started to come down. I was getting a lot better on the trip back here, but signing autographs is incredible for me. I remember being a little kid and having to run through and yes sir and signing autographs. So now seeing people lining up to take my autograph is incredible, and then getting pulled away from signing autographs to doing interviews. So it's surreal, and it still hasn't set in, and this definitely didn't help at all. But at the same time, the MEAC championship and all of that has been flushed down the toilet because we have another opponent at hand.
When you step on that court, Thursday and Friday, how much do you look around at the atmosphere? How much do you focus on the X and O's in the game plan?
Wherever we play outside. If we play at the beach, if we play on the beach, it's 5-on-5. So the environment, it can be electric, it can be whatever. But at the end of the day, none of that can score a basketball. So it comes down to playing 5-on-5. And then our bench and their bench and coaching staff as well.
Yeah, they definitely made me wait and earn it, you know. It was just a tremendous season. I was looking forward to it, so it was great.
He said he liked that because it drew it out more, it drew out the drama. He didn't want to have that name called first and then that celebration and then it'd be over. He got to enjoy it. What did you think?
Yeah, I definitely had to wait on it. You know, it made it more, exciting because we were, anxious, eager to know who we were going to play. Once they called us, it was exciting to see us on that screen.
Before the selection show, did you have a set team you like? I really love playing the big games. If you had your druthers, was there one team that you would have loved to go against?
I would have liked to play, Duke, just because, they say we had history back in the day, but it was in Raleigh and we wanted to travel, and get to see the whole thing of the NCAA tournament. So it was good that we going on a road trip.
When they finally called your name, you guys burst out. What was that moment?
It was amazing, man. Just all the hard work, and the dream. Everybody's dream is to go to the big dance. So once they called our name, it was exciting.
Now you got to go to work against Iowa State. What do you know about them, if you know anything?
I just know they're a good team, and every team in the NCAA tournament is a good team. So we just got to prepare as if we've been preparing all year and just go out and play our hardest.
They've got a great offensive player in DeAndre. You guys, of course, have a great defensive unit. Is this going to be one of those classic battles, offense versus defense?
Hopefully it will be. You know, we got to just come out, like I said, and do the same things that we've been doing all year. Play good team defense, you know, even better at this point. So we just got to come out and play our hardest.
For you personally, is this a chance for the nation to get to know this program and to get to know Jeremy Ingram? You play well against, DeAndre Payne and Iowa State. Plenty more people are talking about you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's a big game for the whole program. You know, for each individual on the team, not just me. They're going to get to know every single player on this team. You know, hopefully we'll come out with a big one.
You played some good competition already this year. So how do you think that has prepared you for this tournament here at this team?
It's definitely prepared us. You know, we played in a lot of hostile environments. We played against Wichita State, which a team that's been undefeated all year, one of the most hostile environments in the country. So we're really prepared. We just got to go out there and give it our all.
What will the nation learn about NC Central on Friday?
That we have hard, we're a tough team, and that we're going to come to play no matter who we're playing.